good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Serious music! In 2024, we're seeing a lot of white supremacists. The issue is that the white supremacists are not even white. They don't even need to be white anymore. They are now black. We can talk about the guys like Myron, Sneeko, Nick Fuentes. None of them are white anymore. But the reason is they don't need to be, because they have their other people to do their bidding. But here's the situation with the others that do their bidding. They want to get some level of respect from these particular groups, like the Groypers or those on the alt-right, even some extreme conservatives. But none of them have done it as long as Jesse Lee Peterson, not even Candace Owens. Rewind! Jesse Lee Peterson is a black conservative from the state of Alabama who moved to Los Angeles, and he's supposed to be a pastor preaching a lot of conservative and Christian principles. We've never seen him to be married or have any children, and I think that we can understand why, but he pretty much likes to prove the fact that a lot of African Americans are the ones that are really racist towards white people, and that the racists are the issue in America is blacks.
Well, the one reason I keep asking, like for now, I ask people, do you love white people? Because white people are the most hated people on this side of heaven now.
I see, she said clearly, I see that white people have the same struggles and things that we have, in that
what type of
they have
struggles
to
do they
make their
have?
marriages work. They have to make their children, help their kids grow up in the right way so that they can earn a living and be independent.
But they also have the majority of their fathers at home.
Right. Hey, let me in because I'm black, and then change the rules because I'm black. I want to be here, but I don't want to live with you. I don't want to play with you. I don't want to talk to you because I'm black. But I want $50 million of your money because I'm black. Why not just go to a black school and avoid all that?
Do I want?
Michelle,
When you say you people, what do you mean?
the complaining black people blaming others for the failure of their parents and their lives,
What the
blaming others for whatever it is you complain about. What is it exactly do you want from white people?
Now, Jesse Lee Peterson also historically has come down hard on gays, but then it was exposed that Jesse Lee Peterson was more than likely gay himself.
So,
And Jesse Lee Peterson sort of kind of fell off during that particular time, but he continues to not address it, even though many of these white guys that he's been in relationships with have come out to expose him. And I don't think they have any reason to lie. And Jesse Lee Peterson, I mean, doesn't have a wife or doesn't have a girlfriend, so he's probably living a gay lifestyle. And Jesse Lee Peterson put out on his Twitter not so long ago, "This is white people's country. They founded it." And that was on October 11, 2024. Now, Myron got into it with a guy by the name of HT the Giga for a similar comment. And Myron also talks negatively down on blacks. And he thought that the white supremacists would change their mind about him until he talked to HT the Giga.
Can I make this interesting? Can I make this interesting real quick? Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you know, you're doing a great job calling it these Jews, but, you know, if we take this country back, we want it for white folks. And would you go home? And you said, I was born here, and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites, is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Do you still stand with that answer?
Bro, you look, man, I know you're trying to get a clippable moment here for your
No, it's the truth,
thing or
man. This
whatever.
is the
Like,
issue with whites working with
we're here talking about a
non-whites.
problem. We're over here talking about a problem, then you bring it right back into, you know, this whole white thing. Like, dude, shut the
This
up.
whole white thing is what built this country, Myron.
Shut the up, dude.
Hey, you
like,
sand, you sand.
Hey,
is
listen,
try to be
guys.
and be
I
the
am
right
in
thing.
Florida. I'm in
Like-
Florida, and I will knock you out on camera.
Now, as you can hear, HT the Giga is saying, hey, listen, Myron, I really appreciate, you know, what you have to say about the Jews or whatever other groups like the blacks. But you got to understand, you know, we don't want you here once we take the country back. We also want you to go back to Africa, wherever you're from. And Jesse Lee Peterson wants to stay in America. He loves America and he loves white people. I think you've even heard him say that on the inside, he's white. Well, how did some of these whites like the commentary that he made? Look at Vanquisher. That N-word is right. Aryan Vengeance says this: we're taking it back from the Jews and non-whites by any force necessary. Jesse Lee Peterson is non-white. Founding stock Americans are white. There can be no Western civilization without West men. Everyone in their right mind living in the West ought to support white well-being. Anti-whites are not of sound mind, that's the issue. But look at this one here. Based, but still you have to go back with the rest of your people. Sorry, bro. Can I get a ooh sound effect? Cal goes, right. So when are you leaving? Can I get a ooh sound effect? Another guy goes, it's embarrassing to say, but it's true. This country sucks. It's mostly because of blacks and illegals, but white people allow it. Boy Media goes, so go black to Africa. Can I get a ooh sound effect? Andrew Holtz goes, will you leave then? Can I get a ooh sound effect? And then John, he goes, good. We'll blur though. Let's say a person that was in, you know, that belongs to a master. Good, he's a good slave, okay? So all of this that he's doing, trying to befriend these people, and Jesse Lee Peterson has been nothing but respectful to white people. He's been nothing but obedient to them. He never bothers them, it seems like. Oh, wait, stop the show. Unless unless you're a white guy that has cheeks, and maybe you might want to date you. But, you know, to be honest, he's been a very good collaborator of Caucasians. And as you can see, they appreciate what he's saying, and he's saying it correctly, but they don't want anything to do with him simply because he's still black, no matter what he's saying on the inside. And most of his fan base, I would assume, are also white. And I'm not saying that every white person feels this way, but the reality is that it shows me that you have limited possibilities with other communities. I've seen guys like Corey Holcomb, Tyler Perry, Tariq Nasheed, Boyce Watkins. And again, obviously we know Tyler Perry is the biggest, but I've seen guys just stick with their own community and get way more opportunities by serving their people than somebody else kissing behinds for another group who probably don't take them that serious. And I'd rather be that guy working in my own community, working with my own people, than to be a guy, you know, trying to get on with somebody else who most likely doesn't want me there. And we're not saying that all of them are the same, but yes, it's enough to the fact that we already understand what it is. And this is what these guys get. You look at Myron. Myron's on all that extremist things. And hey, those people who rock with him, they're not supporting him like that. They're not giving him any money over there. You know, they're just looking at him. In fact, people are flaking on him. You know, they're basically bringing him back down the size. But if he was working with his own people, he'd be so much bigger than what he is now. But he downed his own particular group in diaspora. And I'm talking about the Sudanese and African community, for those people who just don't care about him, who disrespect him, even though he's trying to be on their side. And so I hope that lets a lot of black people know that, listen, you're not going to get very far trying to sell out and booty clap for somebody else. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.